Welcome to another video walk around. Today we're going to be looking at this 2017 Hyundai Santa Fe Sport Ultimate all-wheel drive in this gorgeous black twilight color. This all-wheel drive 4-door 5-passenger SUV comes equipped with a 2.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine mounted to an automatic transmission. As an added bonus, this vehicle has only had one previous owner. Starting in the exterior with some of the notable features, you've got a really stylish front end thanks to the nice grille here and the Hyundai badging. You've also got the hood deflector here for some additional style and utility. As you come around to the side, you'll notice the projector beam headlights, and just below there you've also got the LED daytime running light strip, and below that you've also got the fog lights for some additional style and utility, as well as the nice chrome surrounding there. As you move around to the side of the vehicle, you'll notice the massive 19-inch alloy rims that the vehicle currently rides on, and those are wrapped in the low-profile tires. You can take a look at the tread there as well. Lots of tread left. As we continue down the vehicle, you'll notice the LED turn signal indicator integrated right into the mirror with the nice chrome trim, and you've also got the chrome trim around the windows and on the door handles as well. It really helps to add to the side profile of this vehicle. It looks really sporty. And in back here we do have the tinted windows for some additional privacy for the rear passengers or rear cargo, and of course that tint continues in the back window here as well. Up top you do have a couple of roof rails, as well as the roof mounted fin antenna and your color matched roof spoiler with the nice brake light integrated into it as well. Back here you'll also find a rear windshield wiper, and of course you've also got the Santa Fe badging, as well as the Sport 2.0 Turbo and Ultimate all-wheel drive badging. You've also got a dual exhaust with the chrome tips, and this paint looks really good from all angles. So let's go ahead and hop inside this vehicle and take a look at the interior features. Hopping inside this Santa Fe is nice and easy with the proximity smart key system, though of course you also do have your standard remote lock and unlock functions, and you've also got the button for the power liftgate, which is a handy feature to have, so you don't have to hop in the vehicle to pop that liftgate. And you've also got a nice stylish design to the key fob here as well. Like I mentioned, this vehicle is equipped with a proximity smart key system, so simply walk up and hit the button as long as the key is on your person, and the vehicle will unlock. Inside you're greeted with this gorgeous black leather interior with a nice perforation in the center for those heated and cooled seats. And just below the driver's seat there you also have the power adjustable seat controls, including the power adjustable lumbar support, which is a very nice feature. If you take a look at the door sill there, you do have that nice Santa Fe logo, and you'll also find that on the floor mats as well. This is a really spacious interior and there's lots of features to check out, so let's go ahead and hop inside. The features inside this luxurious SUV start with the push button ignition. Simply put your foot on the brake and push the button to start the vehicle as long as the key is in the car. If you take a look over at this great looking driver's side door panel, there's lots to see. You've got a nice texture to this panel here, as well as the nice leather wrapped padded armrest. And you've also got the nice Santa Fe badging here, which is a nice premium touch. And you've also got this silver piece that runs all the way up and down the side of the door panel. This is of course where you'll find the controls for the power windows, locks, and mirrors, and of course the two front windows are both automatic. Underneath there you do have a little bit of extra storage in the door panel, as well as an extra cup holder. This is also where you'll find the gas cap release, and you've also got the speaker integrated in there as well, and this is an Infinity sound system and it sounds absolutely fantastic. Take a look up top here. This is where you'll find the memory settings for the driver's seat, which is a really handy feature to easily switch seat settings when you're switching drivers. To the right, you'll find the climate vent on the driver's side, and you've got this really lovely wood grain finish here that houses it. Just below that, we have the dimmer switch for the gauge cluster, as well as the button to toggle your drive mode, so you can switch between Eco and Sport depending on whether you're trying to get a little bit more performance or fuel economy out of the vehicle. You've also got your downhill assist here, and of course you've also got the button to toggle your traction control on and off. Below that we have the buttons to toggle the blind spot monitoring, as well as the lane departure alert. And you've also got the heated steering wheel, as well as your differential lock. If you take a look over at the steering column there, you'll find that this vehicle is equipped with the manual tilt steering mechanism, so you can adjust the steering wheel and get it in the perfect position. Up top here, you'll notice on the turn signal stalk that this vehicle is equipped with automatic headlights, which is a very nice set it and forget it feature. And of course, you've also got the switch here for the fog lights that I showed you on the exterior. If you take a look at this great looking leather wrapped steering wheel here on the left hand side, you do have the controls for the audio system, including the volume rocker, the track selector, the mute button, and the audio mode button. At the bottom here, you do have the voice recognition button, as well as the Bluetooth hands-free calling buttons. On the right hand side of the steering wheel, this is where you'll find the cruise control, and you can also adjust the radar guided cruise control follow distance with this button here. Below that, you have the buttons to navigate the screen in the center of the gauge cluster, so let's go ahead and take a look at what's included in that. In this very first screen here, you do have your range as well as the fuel economy. You can also track a couple of trips independently, and at the bottom there you've also got the digital speedometer. In the next screen over, you have a compass, and as an added little bonus, you have a little Santa Fe in the center, which is a nice premium touch. The next screen over is your lane departure alert system, so you can quickly check whether that's toggled on or off. Next, you've got your audio system, so you can check what's playing and adjust it without ever having to take your hands off the wheel or even glance at your infotainment system. Next, you've got your service reminder, which is a handy feature to ensure that you don't miss any service. And lastly, you have your settings menu, including all of your driver assist. In terms of driver assist, you do have the smart cruise control, autonomous emergency braking, forward collision system, and rear cross traffic alerts. You've also got settings for your door, lights, sound, convenience, service intervals, and other features. At the very bottom there, you'll also notice the exterior temperature, and you can also see that this vehicle currently has 45,146 kilometers on it. If you take a look over at the center of the dash here, you'll find a couple of climate vents, and in the center you've got the infotainment system. This is a touchscreen infotainment system that includes navigation, which is a really nice feature to have. At the top here you've also got the Infinity sound system, like I mentioned, and that's the CD input there. In terms of other audio options, you have your standard AM/FM radio, though this vehicle also comes equipped with XM satellite radio, as well as a USB and auxiliary input, and of course you've also got Bluetooth. Speaking of Bluetooth, you also have Android Auto, which is a very nice feature if you have an Android phone. You can also scroll through all of your other options here, including your climate controls, your Sirius XM data, and you can also check all of your setup options in here as well. If you put this vehicle in reverse, you'll see that backup camera pop right up, and this vehicle is also equipped with a bird's eye view camera. So you can see on the right hand side there that you have that lovely bird's eye view to ensure that you can maneuver this vehicle around in tight spaces. You can also adjust the view of the backup camera with the buttons at the bottom here. And you can also access your settings, including your guiding lines, your proximity warnings, and your front and rear view modes. Another cool feature is when you put this vehicle in reverse, you'll actually have the rear view mirrors tilt down. So if you take a look, when you put this vehicle in reverse, they'll tilt down to help you reverse. When you put the vehicle back into park or drive, of course, they will tilt back up. Just below the infotainment system, we have all of the audio controls, including all of the controls for the audio options that I mentioned. Just below that, we have the passenger airbag warning as well as the seatbelt warning, and you've also got your hazard lights. And below that, we have all of the dual zone climate controls. You've also got, of course, air conditioning for those hot summer days. And this is also a clean air system. Just below that, we have a couple of 12-volt outlets. And below that, we have the USB and auxiliary inputs that I mentioned earlier. You've also got this nice storage cubby here, which is a fairly deep cubby, lots of room for items. Next, you've got your shifter. And of course, it has a nice little leather wrap for the boot. You've also got your 3-stage heated seats for both the driver and the passenger. And on the right hand side, you've also got the button to toggle your parking sensors on and off, and also toggle your rear view camera. Next, you've also got a couple of cup holders here, as well as a tiny little storage bucket here. And under this nice armrest, you've got an extra storage console with plenty of room and a nice carpeted bottom. And you've also got this little tray here to help organize all of your cargo. If you take a look in the footwell there, you'll find the same great Santa Fe floor mats. And above that, we do have this nice generous glove box here with the Santa Fe owner's manual. And up top here, we have that nice wood grain finish, the same as we found on the driver's side. If you take a look over at the passenger side door panel there, you have the same great design as well as the controls for the power locks and the passenger side window. And finally, if we take a look up top here, you have the programmable garage door buttons, and this is also an auto dimming rear mirror, so it'll keep it nice and dim regardless of whether or not there are bright lights in your mirror at nighttime. And up in the top corner there, you've also got the directions, so you can quickly check which direction you're traveling. Up top here, you have a handy little sunglasses holder, as well as the controls for the interior lights, and you've got the controls for this gigantic panoramic sunroof. This is an amazing roof that takes up the entire length of the vehicle and is really nice to let in some air or sunlight on days a little bit sunnier than today. So let's go ahead and hop out and take a look at some of the features in the rear of this vehicle. In back here you have more of that same amazing black leather seating, as well as plenty of legroom for the rear passengers. You'll also find a couple of handy storage pockets in the back of the driver and the passenger seat. And you've also got a 12-volt outlet here to keep things charged up in the back. You've also got this nice fold-out center armrest here for the rear passengers. It's a nice padded armrest. And you've also got the cup holders that fold out at the front. These seats also do fold down in a 60-40 split. If you have some additional cargo to store, you can grab this lever there and pull it forward, and the seat will fold forward easily, revealing tons and tons of interior cargo space. If you take a look at the door panel here, one of the very nice things that you have in back is this nice pull-up sunshade to help keep the sun out of the rear passenger's eyes. And in back here, you'll also find the same great design as we found in the front, as well as that extra little storage space in the bottom here, and that infinity speaker. One of the very nice features in back here is that you have 2-stage heated seats for both rear passengers, which is a really, really nice feature. Of course, you've also got the switch for the rear windows. Take a look in back here. We'll pop the lift gate with the button here. And inside you're greeted with a very generous cargo area. It's a nice carpeted cargo area with plenty of space. And of course you've also got a nice 12-volt outlet back here, as well as the handy door handles to fold the seats down if you don't want to hop in the back seat to do it. Underneath here you do have the jack to change your tire if you ever get a flat. And under here you've got plenty of extra interior space. Closing up the power liftgate is nice and easy. Simply hit the button up top here, and that'll close right down. That concludes this short video walk around, but this vehicle is absolutely loaded with features, and there's lots I didn't get a chance to show you. So make sure you stop by Kelowna Toyota, located at 1200 Leadhead Road, or visit us online at KelownaToyota.com for more information. We look forward to seeing you soon.